Hello and Happy New Year! I'm China and today I'll be sharing how I set up my Sterling Ink Common Planner for 2024. And since I've been in this planner for about a week now, I'll share how I'm using it and kind of my overall thoughts on the planner so far. First, we'll start with the cover. This is a B6 cover that I purchased off of Amazon. The brand is 7 Felicity, and this is in the color Ostrich Dark Green, and I wanted something that was a little bit more slim and sleek than the Moterm cover that I was using for my Happy Planner in 2023. And so far I'm very pleased with this. I feel like the quality as well as the price is comparable to Moterm if you're looking for something a little bit different. There's tons of storage space here. I have some sticky notes, and I put some stickers here in the pockets. There's this really nice pocket similar to the Moterm at the top and a nice pin loop here. And even though it is a little bit more thin than the Moterm, I do feel like it gives me some room to grow here, just in case my planner gets a little fluffy and fills up with stickers and things that I tip in. So far, so good. I'll leave a link for this and anything else that I mention in this video down in the description box if you're interested. So the planner, this is a B6 compact full year. The color is in mist and the edges are white, and I had to take like a different approach to this setup. I'm really used to a disc bound system where I can take things out if I mess up on a page or put things in wherever I want. So I tried to be very intentional and plan ahead. And I also am going with like less is more at the moment, where I didn't fill up every page if I didn't need to. That way I had some room to change based off of how the month before went or how the week before went. I wanted there to be flexibility built into my setup. So let's take a look inside. The first thing that I have in my planner is my word of the year. I got this idea from Dia Merez in her 2023 Common Planner setup. She used this first page here to put her word of the year, and I thought that was a great idea. I made this on Canva, and then I printed it out on Avery sticker paper here, and then I just placed this in. My word of the year is simplicity, and I wrote the definition here, which is the state of being simple, uncomplicated, or uncompounded, and that is my vibe going into and staying in 2024. I'm just trying to keep things as simple as possible, even this planner setup. So I love the way that this came out. I think it's great to have your word of the year or your intention in the beginning of your planner. And then on the right side, I tipped in a piece of vellum that I purchased from Sterling Ink. I cut this down to B6 size, and I just used some clear Scotch paper to tip it in. And I love the way that this looks. The next page is the year at a glance page, and right now I just have the dates highlighted when my job gives us a half day off every other Friday, and I thought it would be nice to have this here as a reference. But for right now, that's what I'm keeping here, and if I feel like there's anything else that I want to track, depending on how much I refer to this page, I'll add it. And I just used some of these. I have these like knockoff dual tip dot markers from Hobby Lobby, and I use those to highlight the dates. The next page in my planner is probably one of my favorite spreads that I have ever made. I'm so excited about this page. I absolutely love it. And that is my vision board for 2024. Last year I made a vision board and I hung it up in my room, and I'm incredibly happy this year that I have it in my planner because I take it everywhere with me. To make this for the month of December, I just collected images on Pinterest, and then I printed them out again on that Avery sticker paper, and I cut them out and pasted them in here. This is a piece of scrapbook paper and then some like scrap paper that I had here, and then I added some quotes from the Happy Planner Essential Quotes sticker book, and I'm just really happy with how this came out. This was a new thing for me, and I'm glad to have it in here. Next is my goal breakdown spread, and I do have a video of how I set my goals on my channel. I kind of reworked this to fit my needs, where I changed the headers of the categories to my goal, my why, and then I'll do quarterly tracking here on the right side of the page. And after the goal breakdown, we go into our quarterly breakdowns, and I didn't really know what to do with this page at first. I do like the idea of breaking things down into quarters, but I didn't have a spread like this in my previous planner, and I didn't want to fill this out and have this spread be kind of like a burden for me, something that was making more work for me than being enjoyable or serving a purpose. So I only filled out for January, and I wanted to give myself space to learn from the month before and make changes as needed as the year went on. So for inspiration from this page, I looked back at what I enjoyed from my happy planner, and one of the things that I liked was setting 3 priorities that I wanted to accomplish in each month. So I put a key here for work and personal, and then I wrote down 3 work priorities and then 3 personal priorities on the left side, and then I split this in half, and this is where I'll track some of my goals on a monthly basis. So how much I save for each paycheck, how much I read, and what day that I volunteer. And then once the quarter is over, I'll go back to this page and I'll fill in the information from there. So we'll see how that works out. On the right side, I am doing a little bit of tracking, or just like collecting data. I'm not necessarily trying to increase the amount that I do these things, but I think it can be helpful to track your activity or your mood. It can tell information about yourself. So I set up a mood key here. Again, I just use those dot markers that I got from Hobby Lobby, and so I'm tracking my mood, whether I got 10,000 steps for the day. I've been trying to go to the gym 2 times a week. I also am trying to have 1 serving of veggies a day because the holiday season destroyed my eating habits, and I don't think I even touched a veggie for like 3 weeks in December. So I'm trying to get better with that, just to see how frequently I'm posting on YouTube, how much I'm spending, and how much I'm reading. And I'm a scientist and I like collecting data, so I'm really interested in any of these factors that I'm tracking here actually impact my mood, or like, am I tired on days that I go to the gym, or am I happy on the days that I go to the gym? I think it might be nice to look back over this at the end of the year and kind of have a view of what was going on in my life at the time. So I'm excited for what this page looks like filled up, and that's one thing I'm learning with being patient with a planner. We kind of want it to be all filled up all at once, but the things take time, and we just have to be patient to see kind of how things look like as we get more into the planner. And another thing is that I'm using these index clips here from Midori. I purchased these from my local stationery shop, Omoizaka, that I've mentioned here on my page, and I'll leave a link for this below. If you'd like to support Omoi, you can order online, and I'm just using these to mark the pages that I'd like to refer back to throughout the month. Now on to the monthly section. So with the Common Planner, even though it starts in 2024, you do get 2023. So this is December, and I kind of use this, and I'm glad I did, to test out how I wanted to use this. And my thought was like, I have these stickers, I'm trying to use up the stickers that I have. And I was going to use the month sticker here in the sidebar, and then use some florals to decorate, and then that way each month I'd have this like very beautiful floral sidebar with the month here. But I don't know what's going on with my brain, but having a lot of decoration on the page is very distracting to me lately. So I'm glad I tried this out because I actually don't like it. And so this is what January looks like for me right now. I have just decided to handwrite January in. I have some washi and a few stickers, but nowhere in the functional planning space. I marked out my mental health days, which is one of my goals for the year. And then I have some tasks that I want to accomplish, and this works for me. I might even do even more minimal for February, but again, each month I'm taking what I like and what I don't like, and I'll use that information in the next month's spread. So I am in my first week, and I have tabs here. I didn't go ahead and put tabs for all of the months because, again, I'm trying to leave room for flexibility. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like how it looks, so right now I just have the tab here for January, and these again are Midori index tabs that I purchased from Omoi, and these are in gold. I do like the way they look, and I think as each month goes on I'll just add the tabs, and this is what my first week is looking like. I'm still getting used to the layout here, but so far so good. I feel like I'm very productive, at least for the first week, which I'm sure everyone is very productive the first week of the year. We've got a lot of motivation. But I love that I have a lot of space for to-do lists and my schedule, and I'll chat more in a different video how I'm going to tweak this to find like a really good functional planning style, but I'm very happy with it so far. So the last section is going to be the notes, and the compact, you have 121 notes pages. I believe in the full planner you have enough to have 1 page per day. So I do have to be a little mindful with how I use my notes pages, even though I don't think I'll be filling them up anyway, and I didn't want the pressure to have to journal or use a page a day. So here I have an index on the left side. This is the back of the last week in December. I have another index clip here. And then I tipped in another piece of vellum just to separate my week section from my notes section. And I intend to use the index just to mark down some important trackers and collections that I want to be able to find easily. And luckily in the Common Planner, the notes pages are numbered, which is very helpful. So I have 2 trackers that I set up in the notes section so far. This is my savings tracker for 2024. I made this on Canva. I broke the jar down into 12 sections, so 1 for each month, and then I have a breakdown of how much I need to save each month and then how much I need to save each paycheck in order to reach my savings goal of $10,000. And as I reach that goal for the month, I'll fill in. I think this will be a great visual way, a little visual motivation to track my savings throughout the year. Next, I have my reading tracker and my book log. I also made this on Canva, and both of these are printed out on that Avery sticker paper, and then I stuck it into the planner. These books came individual, and I like made the shelf and put the little cats here and the candle, and I had so much fun putting this together. And then I also made this little tracker. My reading goal is to read 25 books this year. Today I actually finished my first book, which is Salvage the Bones by Jesmyn Ward. And I gave it a 4.5 rating. Highly recommend. It's sad, but it's a good read. And as I finish reading a book, I'll highlight it here and then write the title, author, date, and my rating on this side. And then we just get into the journaling section or the notes section. And again, I'm not putting pressure on myself to journal every day. What I did like from my Happy Planner that I wanted to bring in here is the currently page. So very simple. I don't even know if I'm going to track the same things every month, but I thought this would be a great way to start each month off in the notes section. So what I'm listening to, drinking, doing, loving, planning, hoping for as the year goes on. And for journaling so far, because I have limited space, I've been just dividing the page in half and writing as much as I want. I've been printing out either things that I see on Instagram or online with this little photo printer here. I will have this linked in the description. This just prints black and white and photos. black and white, and it's a thermal printer, but it's perfect, and it prints on paper, so I'm not really adding a lot of bulk to the planner like I would with my other photo printer. So yes, I've been having a nice time in this so far. Again, today is January 5th, so I've only been in this for 5 days, but I love the flexibility of the notes pages, and I love the organization in the front of the planner. It was so much fun setting this up. I kind of dragged it out over a few weeks and really took my time, but I think when you spend time on your planner setup, it gives you even more motivation and excitement to work in it and to plan in it. So that's going to wrap up this video. I hope that this was helpful and maybe you've gotten some ideas. All the things that I've mentioned are linked in the description box below. I would love to hear how your planner setup went. Are there any special spreads that you are using this year that you didn't use last year that you're excited to use? Are you tracking anything? Let me know how you're doing in your 2024 planner so far. Thank you for joining me for this video, and I will see you in my next one.